change from the drip. Way too slick, don't trip. Shine bright when the spotlight hits. Man, this MSP get lit. Whole vibe change from the drip. Way too slick, don't trip. Shine bright when the spotlight hits. Man, this MSP get lit. It's the main character, better known as Ro. It's Mr. Right Now, A-double-G-R-O, and Daphne's here. I know you see that glow, this ain't the OD, cause she's that dope. Ain't no bluff around here, man, we calling the moment. Get the chains out, dog walking opponent. See the titles, these shoulders gon' have all of them on it. Like a tourist trap, y'all keep falling for it. It's the bing, bang, boom, and the zip lock. That mean we got it in the bag, we don't miss shots. Everything from a wrist lock to the drip drop, shoulders down, hand raised to the tips. Every time we come through, it's a vibe. If it's MSP, then that's five. Every time we come through, it's a vibe. If it's MSP, then that's five. Whole vibe change from the drip. Way too slick, don't trip. Shine bright when the spotlight hits. Man, this MSP get lit. Whole vibe change from the drip. Way too slick, don't trip. Shine bright when the spotlight hits. Man, this MSP get lit. Meet the damsel. It's the contrast killer. It ain't no black and white dealing with a show stiller. Elegance is violence, and this one's a thriller. Aggro's hit, it don't get no realer when the bell rings. That's a vibe changer. Aggression, that's what hides the anger. And the only real reason I smile at strangers, when the smile go away, you're all in danger. Whole new mindset, and this a vibe check. You looking at the pilots, you ain't seen fly yet. Y'all cook, but that's Tupperware to Pyrex. MSP, you ain't seen this type of fire yet. Every time we come through, it's a vibe. If it's MSP, then that's five. Every time we come through, it's a vibe. If it's MSP, then that's five. Whole vibe change from the drip. Way too slick, don't trip. Shine bright when the spotlight hits. Man, this MSP get lit. Whole vibe change from the drip. Way too slick, don't trip. Shine bright when the spotlight hits. Man, this MSP get lit. Whole vibe change from the drip. Way too slick, don't trip. Shine bright when the spotlight hits. Man, this MSP get lit. Whole vibe change from the drip. Way too slick, don't trip. Shine bright when the spotlight hits. Man, this MSP get lit. Whole vibe change from the drip. Way too slick, don't trip. Shine bright when the spotlight hits. Man, this MSP get lit. Whole vibe change from the drip. Way too slick, don't trip. Shine bright when the spotlight hits. Man, this MSP get lit. It's the main character, better known as Ro. It's Mr. Right Now, A-double-G-R-O, and Daphne's here. I know you see that glow, this ain't the OD, cause she's that dope. Ain't no bluff around here, man, we calling the moment. Get the chains out, dog walking opponent. See the titles, these shoulders gon' have all of them on it. Like a tourist trap, y'all keep falling for it. It's the bing, bang, boom, and the zip lock. That mean we got it in the bag, we don't miss shots. Everything from a wrist lock to the drip drop, shoulders down, hand raised to the tips. Every time we come through, it's a vibe. If it's MSP, then that's five. Every time we come through, it's a vibe. If it's MSP, then that's five. Whole vibe change from the drip. Way too slick, don't trip. Shine bright when the spotlight hits. Man, this MSP get lit. Whole vibe change from
the CPA, and you're listening to Wrestle Talk with David and Pops. Let's go, girls.
Because we're not bad.
Started off tonight with AJ Styles.
There you go.
TNA, we are TNA, we are TNA. Really quick, and shout out Johnny Torres, because he was like, that's familiar music, and that's...
All right, let's talk about the matches.
Has been banned from Limitless, but not Daphne, the Damsel.
Alright, so we were supposed to go live, obviously.
Last week's, yeah, that's gonna say. It's
And the shock of the night, the main event, AEW World Championship, the Indy Spotlight that we watched this week was ICW.
Never be able to repay. Hybrid, man. I love the hybrid button.
My fuck you of the week. Fuck you, ALS.
You are listening to Wrestle Talk with David and Pops.
Again, every week, at least one. There has to be a show that ends in a no.
It's gotten to that point that I hate him so much, but then when he comes out and he does a little smirky little, and he smiles and stuff,
This is Top 5 Dead or Alive, Sammy Diaz here, and you're listening to Wrestle Talk with David and Pops.
So that was my best word.
Alright. We're gonna rate the concept JT.
Yo,
Yeah.
Johnny Toro. Blitzkreig Pro announcer. Streamer. Great guy. Cool guy. Go over and give him a follow.
My
And
Facebook, right?
let him know we sent you. We will see you guys Saturday for RTPW. Good
That's
night,
right.
everybody. This time it's for real.
All right. Peace, love, monkeys. We're gone.
hey.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Wrestle Talk with David and Pops.
Hi, everybody. How you doing?
Episode
Me, Pop.
12.
12. We're cruising right along. And how did you like that opening? That was a pretty decent
It's
opening.
good opening. It's good opening. We are going to be adding on to that. But that is the
Right.
new intro. Shout out to CPA. Shout out to Sammy Diaz. And also shout out to our boy Frightmare. The three people in that intro. All independent wrestlers from the local area. Shout out to them for giving us a little shout out, saying that they're, you're listening, what you're listening to, and who you're watching.
There you go. That'd be us.
That would be us. And that being said, we will get into this week's rundown of the week. Well, we're starting off with last week's shit show of a TNA performance,
Right.
which was March 19th. We had the hometown man defeating Frankie Kazarian. A little, I'll try to go over, we can go over every match one by one and try our best to talk about it. It was,
Yeah, it was not a good. It was like I had said last week. I gave it my lowest rating.
lowest rating ever in Wrestle Talk history.
Is going to. It was like a 3 point. I put on my notes 5, but I meant to go 3.5. 3. The entire show, it just did not work for me. Last night's DNA, I enjoyed.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next week. But we will talk about this right here, right now. Let's talk about the hometown man versus Frankie Kazarian. Great, cool, awesome. Cody Deaner needs to take the mask off. I don't like the hometown man gimmick.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
cool.
not too
I
much.
get it. It's like funny, but it's a cheap pop for whatever town you're in.
Right.
I still hate Mr. Elegance. He defeated a 98-year-old man, Mike Jackson. Ooh,
Yeah, props to Mike. Still doing it.
Now, would you like to see Mike Jackson versus Kip Donovan? I think his name is. He's the oldest pro wrestler in the world. He's like 79 or something like that. He's
Yes.
Bryce's grandpa, I guess.
Oh, really?
Bryce's-
Well, that would be even better.
I don't-
Have Bryce come in and beat the crap out of Mike. Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
I don't know if they're actually related, but It would be
It was
funny.
good. It would be good. It would be all right. Yeah.
Yeah, 79 years old. Chick Donovan. Chick Donovan, not whatever I said. But moving right
I
along.
think it's Chip.
Ariana Grace and Danny Luna defeat the Angel Warriors. This is probably one of the better matches of the night. Still hate Moose. I don't like that every single time. Okay, so Moose defeats Brian Myers. I don't like this whole thing where Moose is...
He finally got some moose pants.
Moose is a god, right? He's all good, whatever. But every match he has like an interruption. Someone's doing something on the outside and he gets the distraction on the... This match was 4 seconds. He hit Brian Myers with one spear and then it was done.
Right. It was more on the entrances and the guys all coming down here.
Yeah, exactly. Elena Black defeats Jada Stone. Whoopty shit. Probably the best match of the night was the Namaths versus the Righteous. Two very good tag teams.
Yeah, that's why I got
Nick
a 3.
Namath for the Namaths. Because Ryan Namath he's not the best, but he's not that bad. And yeah, the
Nick
Namath
does
brothers
carry the
defeat the Righteous. So cool, I guess.
And that was Nick is the better of the two. It's good to see Nick going out and doing stuff that's outside of TNA though also. So
yeah, we'll get to that when we get to the indie section of our...
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Then we have the March 20th episode of SmackDown. I hate...
Yeah, I rated it about a 7, so it would.
So, you have... I had this conversation with a coworker the other day. He had said, before we get into this first match, the first match was Damian Priest and R-Truth versus the MFTs, Tama Tonga, JC Mateo, to win the tag team titles. Okay. He said, I like that they gave Damian Priest and R-Truth the titles. And I said, I don't. Nope. But he brought up the point, give it to R-Truth one more time before he retires. I get that. Cool. Make up for that time you killed him or whatever, he left. But
right.
Then he said, well, who do you got in the tag team division there? You have the Motor City Machine Guns, Fraxium. Do I need to keep going? The Street Profits, who haven't been on TV in months. The War Raiders.
Right. War Raiders. We got guys that have not been on. Yeah, they got a ton of teams.
But yeah, give it to Damian Priest and fucking R-Truth. But this is all leading up. I'm sure this is just leading up into the MFTs slowly deteriorating, and it's gonna come down to, like I said, in an Extra Talks episode, Spotify exclusive, Spotify link in the description and in the chat on Twitch.
There you go.
That it will be Uncle Howdy versus Solo Sikoa for the Lantern. It'll be a Lantern match or something. It'll be...
Yeah, but I thought they already did that. You know what I'm saying? I thought they already...
But somehow Solo still has the Lantern. So.
Right.
But
they keep stealing it back and this and that.
The Motor City Machine Guns defeated Fraxium with the help of Candice LeRae. Not the best. Fuck everyone who blamed Road Dogg for the bad booking on SmackDown, because he hasn't booked 2 shows now, and it's not looking any better.
It's not getting better. No, it's not.
Aleister Black defeated Sami Zayn. I said his name wrong. I meant Karrion Kross 2.0 defeated Sami Zayn, because
I did bring that up during the match, yes.
They took his exact gimmick. They took Karrion Kross's gimmick and just said, hey, you want this?
And King, you want to take care of
He
this?
left because we didn't want to book his wife. So you want this now? And now
So
Kevin.
and he's like, yeah, cool. You don't book my wife. That's all right.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel bad for Zelina Vega in the grand
See,
scheme
I
of
feel
things.
bad for her also because she's a much better wrestler.
Then we had Carmelo Hayes defeating Ilya Dragunov. Again, this is pen to paper on everything. This is a 5-star match. This is the best match of the night. This was my match of the week at that point. When it, again, I love Carmelo Hayes, love Ilya Dragunov. Now we can't get it again.
Right.
There's no reason to get it again. There was a full, distinct winner. There's no, let's run it back for the 9th time. Nope.
Or they're going to end up doing one of those best of 7 fucking series, and that WrestleMania is going to be the 7th match.
It can't be best of 7. Ilya Dragunov hasn't won anything. He's lost 3 times in a row now. So I don't know.
I just say it. 7. Rated the entire show 7.
Well, we didn't even get to the main event. The Irresistible Forces Lash Legend and Nia Jax versus the Bella Twins ends in a no contest. There's got to be one a week.
Hey, one a week. There you go.
It's usually got to be a tag team match, and it's now the women are just going to get it every time. I think that is leading up to a multi-woman tag team match at WrestleMania, which will be good.
Like Pop's book in his fantasy booking.
Yeah, you want to talk about that fantasy booking? Because one of those teams is not even together anymore.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know what you're talking about. Who's the team that's not together?
If you'd like to find out, you can click the link in the description. Watch that We and Pop's book, fantasy book, WrestleMania 42. I'm looking for the Sunday night Collision results, but I'm not finding them. So Collision was fucked up this week. I almost took it off the topics because it was
good, an hour each,
but it was an hour each night, and I was falling asleep during both. Not because it was bad, but because it was 11:30 at night when it
12:30. Yeah. 12:30. And it was 12:30. Like 11:30, 12 o'clock, and yeah. But, some good basketball games, but
to quickly go down it, we have the Kyle Fletcher defeats Robbie Eagles to retain the title. Great match, you know. Robbie Eagles is the mentor, Kyle Fletcher the mentee. La Facción Abre, Roosh, the Beast Mortos, and Dralistico defeat Alpha Zoe, Dom Kubrick, and Lucas Riley. The Brawling Birds defeat the Sisters of Sin, and the Death Riders defeat Commander and Mascara Dorada. Great.
That was like night 1, right?
That was night 1. I can't find night 2 results. Give me one.
But all in all, after the 2 nights, each an hour long, I ended up giving them an 8 just because of the fact of the matter is, I would have given them higher because, you know, I usually do go higher on the AEW shows, but I just, like you said, I was wicked tired of watching some basketball games, and I got done with that. So let's go to that Raw, huh? Pooh, yeah.
I'm still trying to get the Sunday nights.
Still trying.
Sunday night stuff.
Well, we got a minute. Let's sing a song.
Let's not do that and say we did. Can't find it, but one thing I do want to add onto this, because obviously I can't find it, but there was a Lio Rush versus Tommaso Ciampa. Great match. But if you want to debut a fucking horrifying looking Lio Rush, do not do it at 11:30 at night when I'm trying to go to bed. I had a nightmare about that last night. That was staring me down. Yeah, it was not. But I do give it a 7.
You see, I gave the entire night, the 2 nights an 8, and It just reminds me a lot. You see, I was around when the Boogeyman was there.
So, me too, pal.
Yeah, well, I understand. You got the late version of the Boogeyman. I got the newer, the older version. But anyways,
All right, moving right on.
I
to
know
Raw.
that you know who.
Moving right on to Raw, in the 33 minutes of wrestling in a 3-hour TV show.
Woo!
Do better, please. Less wrestling is not good for wrestling. I understand it's WrestleMania season. You need to get all those little backstage promos and the promos, and you need to pay for all those tickets that people aren't buying with all your fucking commercials and everything.
And getting school teachers to take money from the little kids and stuff to buy tickets.
Shout out her. Good lady. The Vision, Logan Paul and Austin Theory defeat the Usos via DQ. We're starting off early this week. Getting it done
Right.
first show.
Right, yeah, SmackDown, they usually wait to the end, and Raw, they're just getting it right out in the figure.
Javon Evans defeated Grayson Waller. Great. I can't say it enough. I do love me some Javon Evans wrestling.
It was okay, yeah, it was just, yeah.
And fun fact, Raw was in the hometown of one Kofi Kingston. They were in Boston.
They was in the Boston. And I expect when you come to our, my state capital of Massachusetts and your home, I expect a better Raw than this. This was horrible.
So, in my YouTube watchings, shout out to John Moonsalt. He was there. Him and Jimmy from the Q, both the Stash Club Wrestling guys, were at Raw. He said that he didn't really. Yes, it was justified for he paid $300 for a ticket. And he said, is the price justifiable? No, not really.
Not for what the kind of wrestling you get, no.
You got some okay stuff. Like, the main... I can't even say main event, because the main event was good. Bailey versus... We'll get to that in a second. Bailey versus Lyra Bailey and Lyra defeat the Kabuki Warriors. They're looking to face off against Lash Legend and Nia Jax. I think that's tonight on SmackDown.
I can't remember.
I don't remember. But the main event was Penta versus Dominic Mysterio. And Penta won, retaining the title. Finn Balor came out. Had the nice little Finn Balor interaction. Then we ended the show again with a promo battle between Roman and CM Punk. CM Punk coming out, shit talking to everyone, blah blah blah, fuck every Samoan alive and whatever. Jey Uso comes out, Jimmy comes out, and they're telling him, dude, fucking stop. Like, you're digging a hole. And he was like, Roman's not even here. And then Roman's music hit. Big pop, big surprise. That is justifiable for about $100, in my opinion. He doesn't show up to TV too often. He showed up in Boston. Part that got me.
But he's been on. Yeah, see, that's the old Roman. I'm thinking because he's been there almost every week.
It's WrestleMania season because that man has been at work every week on Monday Night Raw to build, and it's not via satellite, which is great. He's not doing like he did with everyone else. I think it's because Punk was like, you're gonna work with me. You're gonna work it. Blah, blah, blah. Punk gets what he wants. That's all I can say.
Unfortunately, but too bad he's gonna be on his back, fucking come WrestleMania.
Yeah, hopefully. But then I think the part that got me the most excited was when they were pulling the Usos out of the ring after the little brawl that CM Punk had with them, and it was Jay screaming. He was like, Joe, Joe, you know what to do. He's not using Roman. He's using his real name. He said, Joe, you know what to do. Smash him and stack him. He spears him, puts him through the table, and then, see, the part that ruined it for me, CM Punk basically no-selling it and being like, I don't need medical. Fuck you.
Yeah, laughing and shit. That's why Raw got a 6. I rated it a 6. That was the only thing that kept my attention on Monday night was that ending.
I was barely paying
And
attention
the
till
ladies
end.
match a little bit.
Yeah, the women's match is always a good match, but like I said, it's all leading up to a multi-woman match, which is going to be good. The build for WrestleMania currently is good, but I think
I'm enjoying it.
For Stand and Deliver is a little bit better.
Yeah.
With that being said,
and you're not going to pay $13,000 for front row seats for Stand and Deliver.
Probably could if you wanted to. I don't know how much.
Well, yeah, that's what the average price for front row seats for a seat.
Oh, I know.
For WrestleMania, either night.
We will, we can talk about that and everything after we talk about the NXT and Dynamite. Before we talk about Indy Spotlight, we can talk about the insane ticket prices and the TKO stuff and all that. I think we will. But the Ren QCC, Ren Sinclair and Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray is growing on me a lot. I did not like her that much, but she has been killing it lately. Dropping the Evolve Championship, relinquishing it, not even losing it, just relinquishing it to go up to the main roster. And she did the Andrade back fist, and that's like how I look at it. It's the elbow. How you go to kick and then he turns and hits the elbow. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
But they defeated the Fatal Influence, Fallon Henley and Laney Reed. Kalani Jordan defeated a brand new hairdo for Thea Hale. That was all big on Twitter. Everyone was, oh my God, she dyed her hair. Cool. Good match, nonetheless. The worst match of the night, they were back to back. It was good for the first two. I was stoked, and then we got into shit territory. The number one contender for the NXT North American Championship 5-way gauntlet. The announced people were Shiloh Hill, Jackson Drake, Dion Lennox, and Charlie Dempsey. And the final opponent was Johnny Gargano. Which would have been awesome if he wasn't this.
If he wasn't in this fucking clinking fucking thing or whatever that fuck thing.
Laying in the ring, and you know what? They were pushing. It was Charlie Dempsey and Shiloh Hill. They were pushing Johnny Gargano back and forth from one side of the ring to the other. Johnny's got his hands in his pockets and he's just doing. Oh, who's that? Look, Orange Cassidy. Crazy. And then Johnny Gargano wins the match by just falling over on top of Shiloh Hill.
I enjoyed it other than, we were talking and I was like, no fucking way are they going to, he is not going to, no. And then he ended up winning. Yep. And I was like, that's just fucking horrible. I don't know who's writing down there. I think it's Sean, right?
Sean, he's got that.
But yeah, Sean, fucking, didn't you learn anything from Dusty? I mean, fucking Dusty Rhodes fucking created some of the greatest thing. Dusty Rhodes created NXT and this and that, and man, Jesus Christ.
I blame Triple
Sad.
H.
Yeah. Me too.
But then we had another really bad match. The Ilya LaFleur and I forget the other tag guy. I forget his tag partner's name, but Ilya LaFleur has actually broken his arm at a NXT live event, so they had to cut Ilya LaFleur from the show, but I don't think I don't know if his arm is broken or not. They said it looked like his arm got broken, but who knows? It's all speculation. But Los Americanos are in the number 1 contender NXT Tag Team Championships tournament, and they defeated the Culling. This is a bad move. Why are we having people from the main roster go to NXT to take talent opportunities?
Right, and the Culling ain't a bad team.
They're barely. That's the thing, is they're barely showcased, and then when they do get the showcase, they have to go up against fucking Los Americanos, who they do shit on main event, I guess. I don't know, but it's again, what did Rayo do, or Bravo, whoever the fuck? They put something in their mask, and then we're doing the loaded mask thing. It's stupid. I hate it. If they beat my tag team champions, my swipe right, I will freak out.
Well, there will be some ass screaming and wife beating. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
All right, and then Tony D'Angelo defeats Ricky Sainz via DQ. That is 2 out of 3 shows with a DQ finish this week.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Go team.
Go DQ finish.
All right. 5.5.
Maybe a 4.
Nothing this week. Nothing this week went over. I mean, I had 5. A 3. I had a 7. I had an 8, and then I had a 6 and a 5. And
where are you getting all these fucking numbers? All right.
Where am I getting them? I put them on my Wrestle Talk thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking ahead. Don't worry about me. But we have again, every week I say
the best show of the week.
The best weekly television show. We started off with Kenny Omega versus Swerve Strickland. My match of the week. If Strickland wins, he gets an Omega EVP status. And
Pops' match of the week.
All right, so let me reread that. It says
if
Strickland wins, he gets Omega's EVP status. If Kenny wins, he gets the number 1 contender AEW World Championship shot. Title, whatever it is. I don't know what you would call it. But Kenny Omega and Swerve Strickland, wrestling soulmates, I swear to God. But again, these two men, they could face a paper bag and make it look good. Like,
right. And, and having these guys start the show, it was just like, okay, that's why it was my match of the week also. Just having them start the show, they set the bar way up here. Like, okay, now the show's going to be good. Like I say, every week, AEW fucking on Wednesday nights put out a fucking pay-per-view every Wednesday. And they did. And at the end, there were two top guys in the end. Kenny won, and his number 1 contender for MJF's World Championship.
What is up? How are you today?
And AA Clown, what's going on? That I'm gonna throw now in my wrestler of the week, seeing we're at that point in time because we're talking about him. Kenny Omega, sorry. He is a wrestling god. The wrestling god is back. Let me tell you. And he was like the guy he was before the injury and this and that. A&W is stacked with great talent, and Kenny is one of them. He's back looking like he's in the form that he was before he went away, and he got injured and this and that and la. And I just love me some Kenny, so that's why Kenny Omega is my wrestler of the week.
Yes, Mike Bailey defeated Rocky Romero. Great match. I love.
What a good match.
Mike Bailey, like you just said, oh shit, I didn't talk. Never mind. Sorry. Trios match: the Death Riders, Daniel Garcia, John Moxley, and Marina Shafir defeat Skyflight, Dante and Darius Martin and Zeta Steel. Great match. I love that John Moxley called out Will right after the match. And next week, we're getting Will versus Pac on free television. And then we get John versus Will at the pay-per-view.
At the pay-per-view.
Just stacked.
There you go.
Stacked. Mike Bailey defeats Rocky Romero. Again, Mike Bailey is one of the top guys in the company, working with the Trios Championships currently. I could see him going after the TNT title soon.
Right, I was gonna say one of the the mid card or upper echelons titles. Let's not get him into the world title picture yet. But let's get him into that TNT.
I do see eventually Mike Bailey being the AEW World Champion.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, right now we got enough guys up in that
there right now.
Yeah.
The Dogs
and enough people fighting for that.
David Finlay and Clark Connors defeat the conglomeration, Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong. The Dogs are, again, they're coming out hot every week, and they are crushing it currently. David Finlay made the complete right choice of coming to AEW instead of going to NXT.
Because they make him money.
They do make him money. That man is...
The Dogs make him money.
He's not wrong. How much money has he made with his brother?
I mean, I understand that he was in character and this and that, but I just thought it was the best hearing him say that.
Yeah. My wrestler of the week, Tekla, defeated Mina Shirakawa to retain the title, the AEW Women's World Championship. Tekla is one of the best right now.
She is good. She is one of the top women in the world currently.
I think the storyline was supposed to be, like, this is just me thinking out loud. I think it was supposed to be Tekla. I think we were supposed to get a Tekla and Tony Storm, like, program. Yeah. But now Tony Storm is unable to wrestle for, injury or something. I think she's pregnant. I think, but it was like she was mocking Tony Storm while facing Mina Shirakawa, who's her. Mina Shirakawa is
her significant other.
Is like.
Is it just their storyline significant other, or?
Yes. Well, it's like Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega. They're the golden lovers, and then they're the timeless lovers. It's great. It's great. And I love that, Tekla is just a badass in and out of the ring. She's a very good artist, too. She's got, like, art in a museum.
Yeah, I seen some of that. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, she's like, I brought her up. She's a little tiny little firecracker. I mean, she got some wallop for her. She got an attitude problem, and
yes. And
good pick.
This is like second in my match of the week. Darby Allin defeating Roosh. Jeez.
Yeah, see, I was gonna go with that one also because that was a good match.
Holy shit! That's all I can say. There is holy shit. Those two men, Roosh put Darby through the fucking ringer. And then they were just going in on each other. And it was great to see, Darby can take a lot of damage. And Darby you can tell that it's, but they're doing it. They're getting it done. It was a great main event, great show all along. You said it was 8?
Yeah, I forgot what now. Yeah, something like that.
You said 8.5. I will go
8.5. Yeah. 8.5, 9. Yeah, I didn't want to go too high this week, but of course both AEW shows were 8 and above, and all 3 shows actually, if you want to get into it.
Yeah.
All right.
But now we will talk about, before we get into our Indy Spotlight of the week, we're going to talk some prices on stuff.
There we go. Let's talk about
holy shit. I had sent Pops a tweet about one certain thing you can do for WrestleMania, and that is you can go on a tour of Cody Rhodes' bus.
Yeah, you get to ride around in the bus. His magic bus.
$9,950.
Yeah.
$10,000.
Now, are you going to give him some of the details? It's either going to be on night 1 or night 2. It depends on what night he's not wrestling.
There's not a set night. There's not. All you do, you go to 2 things in Las Vegas with a tour guide, and you hang out with Cody Rhodes and 11 other people that you don't know. There's 12 people in maximum, and it completely sold out.
Right, and like I brought up when we were talking, kind of we were discussing a little bit. Now, okay, say he does his match is night 1, which I'm pretty sure it is going to be night 1. He get injured or something like that, and he can't go on this tour. I mean, you going out with some guy that you don't even know. He's going, okay, Cody's not here. We're going to bring you down here. You going to get your money back? Huh. You're not going to be able to hang out with Cody Rhodes because he's in the hospital with a brain injury or something. I don't know.
Local medical facility. Okay, there's no such thing as a hospital in WWE.
But you know what I'm saying? It's outrageous. Okay, you paid $10,000 on that. You paid $13,000 to be in the fucking front. Where the hell does anybody get $25,000 to go see a wrestle one night?
Yeah.
We're not even talking like fucking, 2, 3, 4 nights. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, they're trying to do so much. Like, they posted it 3 days ago. The road to WrestleMania is down to 25 days. Today only use code 25 days and get 25% off your tickets. It's like, dude, like, on 3/16, on March 16th, you could save 31.6% on your WrestleMania tickets using WWE 3/16. It's like, guys, what?
They're trying. I mean, they're trying, but
they're trying hard. But it's like, come on. It's starting.
No, people are just gonna stay at home and watch the sucky 2 nights for.
And that's the thing, is it's starting at like
$40.
2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's like 4 or 5 for us, and Eastern Standard Time. So it's starting at like 5, 6 p.m. I don't know. You can buy individual tickets to WrestleMania. I don't know. I seen a post the other day that was talking about how WrestleMania like 4 or something like that, like tickets were like $29.
Right.
And they were hoping to sell out with $29 tickets. And I'm like, well.
And I brought it up before, and he was like, no. Vince McMahon, the last time Vince McMahon was in charge and this and that. Well, he tried to keep those ticket prices low before these guys bought it out. And he did do it. I mean, I know everybody hates him. He's a horrible man, which I don't disagree with. But as far as he thought about, trying to put some asses in seats and your family affair, there's no way a family of 4. Let's say a boy or a girl and, mom and pops. We're going to go to WrestleMania. No, you're not.
I'm looking at floor tickets right now. Floor tickets for the Hall of Fame event. This is section 101, row G, seat 4, are $702.
That's the Hall of Fame.
That's not even the wrestling event. That's just the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Fucking crazy. All right, we're going to get into a fun thing we like to call Indy Spotlight.
All right.
That's right. This week, it is
all right.
Review. This week, we are going over Beyond Wrestling, Life and Limb.
Life and Limb.
Along with Beyond Wrestling, Wrestling Open has a weekly television show, 2 of them to be exact, every Monday, every Thursday, over on IWTV, where you will spend the best $10 a month.
$10 you'll spend. The best $10 a month. There you go.
Match number 1, Brad Hollister versus Ox Adams. That ended with Brad Bacon Hollister winning in a countout.
Yeah, you see, for me, I hear Ox, I hear, you know, and I think it's hard for me not to think of, Ox Baker. I like to think about Ox Baker and the old Hallmark rep from Walmart. There's a story in there somewhere, and maybe we'll hear it in a future WrestlePops story. Yeah.
Story time with
Yeah,
Wrestling Pops.
story time with Pops. You can catch that at Spotify exclusive over there on Spotify.
Next up, we had the Eric Cha-Cha, Ricky Shane Page, and Kennedy Copeland versus Big Business. Sorry. Big Business winning that match. Big Business conceded of the Brick City
One more
Boys.
thing. Not many wrestlers out there can make Bacon look small.
Yes.
He did make
Ox
Bacon
Adams
look
is a
small. I wanted to.
towering man.
He made Bacon look like, he was a little Miss Piggy.
The
Go
Brick
ahead.
City Boys and Love Doug, who was on Big Business. This match was great. I love Kennedy Copeland, love Ricky Shane Page. Eric Cha-Cha is one of the best. Independent wrestling.
Kennedy, bringing the little local flavor, having her Red Sox shirt coming out. I loved seeing her there because we have not seen her in so long, and she used to be. She was going to be my. She was going to be my daughter-in-law for a little while.
Hot Sauce Tracy Williams versus Joseph Alexander. I will say this was one of the better matches of the night. Pops, I did have to talk to Pops a little bit on his little bit of a review. He's old and senile, so we had to talk to him and let him know who these people are.
You didn't have to let me know who they are. I called them mid-card, and I'm sorry. I meant they were in the middle of the card type of, I'm not going to get out of it. Anyways. I mean, with all the names that I do, and I see how, and once you told me that he's half of the tag team champions, then I knew who he was. I really didn't watch the match. I was kind of sidetracked.
He is 2 very technical wrestlers. I will say that. And Joseph Alexander, you are becoming to the tier of, I want to see, I think, didn't him and they either have a match or they had a match, him and Gresham. I don't remember. But I
can't remember.
Next up we had Bobby Casale versus Tyree Taylor. Tyree Taylor wins via pinfall.
He's an awesome big man. And Beyond is loaded with a bunch of beefy, big, old freaking men. You know what I'm saying? I mean, their roster's got to weigh like 16 tons with all the big men that they have over there. You know what I'm saying?
Bunch of big boys over there.
And their women are not that small either. I mean, the women are kind of hefty and big. Yeah, anyways.
Next up, this was supposed to be a mystery tag team match. iBlackJack and his partner Marcus Mathers versus Charles Mason and DJ Powers. I popped when I seen Marcus Mathers come out. He had just come back from Japan. Awesome. Awesome to see iBlackJack and Marcus Mathers take a win there. Then we had it's not on here, but Laney Luck. No, this wasn't. Okay, it wasn't a different show. Never mind. Gresham won via pinfall versus Mercedes Martinez. Bang and Matthews, formerly known as the Bang Bros. They had to change their name due to the pornography website reaching out and giving them a cease and desist, which is one of the funniest things I've ever fucking heard on like an independent show. That happened a while ago, but I'm just saying I heard it live and it was. Great.
Yeah, no. Let me just stop you right here. I mean, Marcus Mathers, Mason, Gresham, Martinez, Bill the Ref. I mean, come on, this card was full of names. I mean, there you go. I mean, Ichiban and taking on the tag team champs was a main event on any show in WWE this week. I mean, you could have put that as your main event in WWE TV, and it would have done a lot better than this goddamn crap that we get each week in WWE, Smackdown, and
main event for the IWTV Independent Wrestling World Championship was Cruel versus Ellen. Just kidding. It was against BRG. Again, it's always fuck Brett Ryan Goslin. I hate you. You suck. But Cruel, you are one of the best around.
Cruel is God.
And
I love me Cruel.
He scared my father multiple times. So shout out to Cruel.
Bullshit. Yeah, I'll take Cruel on.
Cruel defeated
I'll talk
BRG.
a good game until he gets right near me, and then I look up and go, "Holy fuck! I'm sorry."
Yes.
The man.
But all in all,
uses a kendo stick with bubble gum.
A great showing. Again, best $10 a month you will spend a month. And we'll
definitely
have
for sure.
Extra talks coming out this Tuesday, a Spotify exclusive on independent wrestling, all by itself.
Yeah. Okay. It's all gonna be there you go over there, and it'll be coming out on Tuesday. Still got to shoot it, but talking all about the indies and this and that, and I mean, it's great. Excuse me.
And with that being said, that has been the podcast. So get us out of here. We got the new intro playing at the end of this.
That's right. Here we go. Peace, love, monkeys, folks. We're out of here.
We didn't go anywhere. Welcome. Quick shout outs.
Welcome back.
All that stuff.
All right, we're gonna start off. I'll start off with my. Let me get up here. Let's start off with my fuck you. Where the hell is my fuck you of the week? It's right up here. Oh, I could remember this one without even looking. Logan Paul. Fuck you, Logan Paul. Let me tell you. Last weekend they had the flag football thing, championships, and I don't know if any of you know about it. He's been talking garbage to Tom Brady and this and that, and Tom Brady's talking back, and Rob Gronkowski. Well, anyways, Logan Paul's team actually beat Tom Brady's team, and this and that. He did a bunch of fucking smack talking all weekend long. He lost on to the actual flag footballers. I mean, congratulations to them. But anyways, and then the next day he gets on Twitter and he's just sitting there talking bad, and he's talking about how these guys are Jalen Hurts is going to have to retire. Gronkowski, he could take his job at any point in time he wants. In NFL TV, well, guess what? You can go fuck you along with Logan Paul, because that's my fuck you of the week. I just hate when he talks garbage and he doesn't. And he acts like he is better than any of the NFL players in the world.
Well, that's because we're trying to get a Logan Paul versus Tom Brady. We're trying to sell these WrestleMania tickets. You got to have Tom Brady at the WrestleMania. That's going to...
Oh, well, fuck no. Well, they all can... Yeah, they can massage their son together.
My fuck you of the week is a reoccurring fuck you of the week. because just from this tweet from Tara Calloway, the wife of Jeff Cannonball, she says, in case you're wondering, a power wheelchair for a person with ALS with no special features is $43,000. And I've had to sign a document saying they don't know how much my insurance, that I pay hundreds of dollars a month for, will pay, so I agree to pay the difference. So fuck you to the American health care. Again,
That's
this
ridiculous.
man needs a lot. So
And yes, but you know what I'm saying? He is a wrestler and this and that, and he's getting help and this and that. But he's like every other American. I mean, this is shit that fucking every goddamn American out there. We should all be appalled with the way we could send $7 fucking billion a day. Sorry, this is your fuck you of the week, but we could send $7 billion a day on a war, but we can't fucking help a guy who's dying of ALS. It's true.
Exactly. All right, shout outs. I will go first since you went first, I think, last week. Shout out to Neil Diamond Cutter making his dreams come true, facing the crazy monkey, and ending his career in Japan. Thank you to ICW. Like, I'm gonna use a little bit of this video because I wanna. This is the best part of this video. You can see Eric Ryan dancing around and Danny DeMonto and
Right.
everyone is dancing and cheering, and he was just saying thank you. And to hear Sweet Caroline sung in fucking Japan is kind of crazy. I will say that.
That must have been.
It was awesome. So shout out to Neil Diamond Cutter and your wondrous career. Also shout out to John Cena. You know, it's a weekly shout out at this point, I swear to God. John Cena is doing all these cons and people are coming up, and he had hugged a fan who has to go and get more surgery due to cancer. It was good. It was good to see that.
Yeah, broke
John
my
Cena,
heart.
you're a great fucking man. Just stop making me cry on TikTok, all right?
Right.
And number
Best.
3, another sad shout out this week is to the patriotic Kenny. Man is just diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer at, I think he's 84 or something like that.
He's like 84, 87.
Very older gentleman, but he got his first tattoo, and that's how I found him. And he's just a big ball of joy. And yeah, that was it. That was my shout out.
He's a
this
great
week.
guy.
And then another shout out to MSP the Vibe, dropping a new remix to the MSP the Vibe theme song that will be posted in the link in the description. It was played at the beginning of the stream. It will be posted
Good
in the
stuff.
description.
Good stuff. All right, we're going to do my shout-outs now. My first one goes to Jelly Roll for gaining a lot of respect and points from many guys in the back. Number one, the wow, how I found it was Jacob Fatu. I mean, for doing things like breaking down the ring, cleaning in the ring, you know, being able to realize the business is the one that needs to go over. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't put himself, okay, I'm a celebrity, I got to be on top, and this and that, like Logan Paul. He sees that, you know, whatever's good for the business and this and that, you know. So, you know, tons of folks in the WWE, they need to learn that the business is number one, and that's starting with the writers and a lot of other ones. But anyways, now moving on to JCW. That's right, the Juggalos are back. I can't remember if I believe it's Monday nights. They have a terrific storyline going on right now with Vince Russo and Violent J. They're fighting over Vince Russo currently owns 51%, and you know, of JCW, and they got Big Vito in there and this and that. I mean, they got a lot of stars from back in the day, but they got some newer stars that are, from around now that are coming in there. This past week, Mr. Dolph Ziggler, and he came on as Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, great.
Wrestled against,
Can you hurry up with your shout outs? I'd like to go home.
Hold on, you want to go home? You are home, but anyways, just check it out. If you go on YouTube, JCW, and then David loves my shout outs this week. NWA. That's right, NWA. The 40th anniversary of the Crockett Cup is this year, and they got a stacked bunch of teams, including the Good Brothers, in their first ever. The Colognes and Kurt Tag Team Champions in the NWA, the Immortals. And all of it, you could just enjoy. If you enjoy the old WCW vibe, check out NWA, because that's what I get when I watch any of the NWA. So that's my shout outs for the week. I thank you all for listening to me babble. And if you like listening to me babble, story time with Pops on Spotify.
We're rating Tony Childs here.
All right, let me get over to there. Hold on, I gotta get over here.
Hey, you don't need to say it, pal.
Oh, I didn't know I was not.
We're getting out of here.
What is this? Don't, not yet. How come I can't? Did you, do it 1,000 times?